Hi, everyone. Welcome back. I'm Christina Steeren with Bullseye Investments, where we help busy professionals create a better financial future through apartment investing without the huge time commitment. And it seemed really appropriate for me today to hop on and talk about 5 reasons that Tim and I love passive investments on a day when I woke up and one of my kids was sick and work seemed like the furthest thing from my mind, because one of the huge benefits of a passive investment is you don't have to physically be there. So let me tell you a story. Once upon a time when Tim and I were together, but did not have kids, we actually had a single family rental in a golf course community. It was gorgeous. Not necessarily where we wanted to live, but it was great. We had this beautiful home that we could rent out, and we rented it out without the membership. So we could retain the membership and make use of those membership benefits while still having a little bit of rental income. And it was really nice. But when kids came along, we got really busy and we weren't using the membership. And it became a bit of a hassle, actually, when we would get calls from our residents saying things like, the shelf in the closet had fallen down and needed to be repaired. Or my personal horror story was the washing machine that broke the day before Christmas, and the resident that we had renting was just beside herself because we couldn't get anyone out until 2 or 3 days after Christmas because everybody was taking the holiday weekend off. The brunt of their dissatisfaction fell to us, and it just wasn't worth it for us. And we ended up selling that piece of property and letting go of it. And we're glad we did. And we're also really glad that we found multifamily real estate investments that we could invest in passively. We get the benefit of that income without the day-to-day landlord responsibilities, which is perfect for us. Here are 5 reasons that we love passive investments. Number 1, after that initial amount of time figuring out whether or not the investment makes sense for us and our goals, we really don't have a huge time suck on our time. We're not getting calls because any issue goes to us as the landlord. There are property management companies who are handling all of that day-to-day stuff. We get to review the financials and we get to review the monthly reports as purely passive investors. And we get to get our distributions, which is really, really nice when you're really busy with 3 kids and you wake up one morning and one of them is sick. The second reason that we really love passive real estate investments is because we have this opportunity to diversify so much more easily. We can vet a variety of sponsors who are working and operating in a variety of different markets. And simply by doing that and really doing our research on the sponsors themselves and their track records and everything, we don't have to know the nitty-gritty of every single market we invest in. We get to know their track record. We know that they're really knowledgeable in those markets. And so we get to diversify a lot more easily than if we were doing it on our own, right? Because for every new market we would want to go into, if we were doing it on our own, we would really have to do a ton of research on that market to really make sure that any purchase we made sense from a financial standpoint. And so the benefit of working with a really great variety of sponsors is that we get to leverage their knowledge of all these different markets and diversify our portfolio in that way. The third reason we really, really love passive multifamily syndications as a vehicle for real estate investments is that we get the pass-through benefits of ownership of that actual property. So we only have to pay taxes on the appreciated income. Now, I am working on a video about some of the tax benefits that we personally have seen through these real estate investments. But we are not CPAs and everybody's tax situation is different. So definitely reach out to your CPA who knows all of your personal financial information and talk to them about whether or not some of the tax benefits that we might see are tax benefits that you also would see if you passively decided to invest in real estate syndications. And also look for that video coming out probably within the next month about some of the benefits that we've seen so that you know exactly what to talk to your CPA about. The fourth reason that we really love passive real estate syndications is because of the limited liability. As I'm sure you know, when you are working to build your wealth and to create that better future for yourself financially, you're always aware of the fact that you want to protect what you already have as you continue to grow. And being in a passive multifamily real estate syndication, you are only limited to the liability for your initial investment amount. That means if something were to happen, you wouldn't be on the hook for the whole value of the property, and they wouldn't be able to go after any of your other assets either. So it offers you that protection in that sense, since you are a limited partner in the deal itself. And the fifth, and probably one of my favorite things, is you have a positive impact. With most real estate investments on a smaller scale, say like a small multifamily, you're helping 1 to maybe 4 or 6 families. When you're invested in a multifamily syndication for a piece of property that's upwards of 100 different apartments, that's 100 different families that you're helping. So your impact in the families that live there and also within your greater community is just so much bigger. And it's a really cool thing to see when you do invest in a property, how the residents really come to appreciate what you've done and what you've been able to bring to them. We love passive real estate syndications for all these reasons. So much, in fact, that we've been actively looking to share the benefits of passive real estate syndications with other investors. Now, if this sounds like something you're interested in, I invite you to head on over to our website, Bullseye Investments. I'll leave a link below, and sign up to be a part of our winner circle. That is so that you as an investor could receive first access to all of the offerings that we have and hopefully start your passive real estate journey as well, if you haven't already. Now, if you found this video helpful, I invite you to hit the like button so that other people know it's great, or send it to somebody else who's learning about real estate and real estate investments. If something we said really struck a chord with you, leave us a comment below. And to make sure that you don't miss any videos that we put out, I always encourage you to hit the subscribe button so that you get notified anytime something new is produced and put out there on YouTube. Anyways, I hope you have a great day and we will see you in the next video. Bye.